Welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be going over OpenToonz and the functions of it. So when you first open the OpenToonz, you might see just this box right here, that sandbox. That's basically where your project is going to be saved at. You also can click on new projects. You can name the stream name. Then right here, this is where you're actually saving it, is in the sandbox. If you go right next to the sandbox and click on this button right here, it shows you where you can actually save everything. And you go right next, right here it says save in. That's the sandbox, the scenes where you're saving it, everything at. And you click on right here, right when you do it pops up, and it tells you right where it's been saved at. Project root, it's right in the OpenToonz project folders where you're saving everything at. There's a sandbox, and you see I already have stuff saved in there. You got to save anything in there that you need. Then you got camera size. And your camera size, you just go by. That's part of just the border where I was talking about from the panels. Like how you need your camera size to be. You can add, remove. You got your width and your height. Your units, which already know where you want pixels or inches. If you're doing animation, you want to keep it in pixels. And frame rate is 24. Those are previous projects I've been working on and doing tests now on. And you always just go here and click on create scene. But see, when you leave your stream name empty, you have to actually give it a name. When you give it a name, it actually opens up. You just type in, just run and click create scene. And there you go. Now in OpenToonz, you have your tools on the side. Your arrow, paintbrush. You have your animating tool. You have your selection tool, paintbrush tool, geometric tool. This right here is your fill-in tool, paintbrush tool, eraser tool, your tape tool. This is your finger tool, style picker tool, RGB picker tool, rule tool, control point editor tool, and your zoom in tool. Those are all your tools you have. Again, when you open up the OpenToonz, you can see right up in here you have your basic, file. You have your basic file tool where you have new scene, load scene, save all, save scene, save scene as, open scene, open recent scene files. And you can see I do have some recent files that I did while I was testing a lot of software, trying to figure out OpenToonz. These are basic projects I was doing. And you go right here where it said open recent files. It said open recent scene files. And you scroll down right here, it said open recent scene files. I always have previous files I was working on when I was learning OpenToonz and teaching it myself and just watching the videos and learning how to do it. That's where you go at revert scene, load folder. This is basically like all your save functions and loads and new projects to be on the file. And then you got undo, redo, copy and paste, same things in the other program. Right here, the scene, you have like scan and clean up, define scanner, scan sets, capture, camera capture. These are like more tools you'll use when you're actually working on your scenes and you want to clean it up and get it ready. These are like your levels, replace level, revert to clean up. Level setting, like most of all, you're gonna be like scene stuff. Most of these are tools you're gonna be using while you're animating, and after you animate or getting ready to finish on your final production. These like your edge seats. These are like for setting scenes. Scene settings, and this will be look. Is what it will actually look like. Frame rate. Then you got your camera settings. How you be setting up your camera. So that's look perfect to me. I'm just gonna leave that alone. That basically was meant for just your camera. Then you have your save, revert, and save. This is more for animation. Camera box gonna be underneath view. Then you have your windows for like that basically your color mode, file browser, flip book, function editor, levels. Then you got your help with normally where you can go get help from different websites. This is like your help where you could get help from typing in. Is right. They tell you about this. Just basically tell you about OpenToonz. Ain't really learn too much about that, but that's pretty much what it's for. Right here, these would be like your cells. This would be where you come to work. Go new levels. This is where your animation will be taking place at. Got column 1, 2, and 3. Down here, basically, here are all your play buttons for your animation. Your play, these are all your animation buttons down here. Save images, snapshot, compare to snapshot, define sub camera, whiteboard, your blackboard, checker backboard. First frame, previous frame, pause, play, loop. It's basically like when you run your animation, you want your animation to loop continuously. Then that's what you do, you hit your loop button. Next frame, you want to go to the next frame. Last frame, you want to skip all the way to the last frame. Your red channel, green channel, and here will be your blue channel. Alpha channel, your music soundtrack. You're gonna bring in for music to go along with your anime. We're gonna bring in for animation to go in. This is for when you want to bring in your soundtrack. Is basically when you want to bring in music for your scene. Histogram, locator,